Oftentimes, people do everything in their power to be liked, and sometimes in that process, personal values become compromised just because they're trying to impress somebody else. So my question is, how do you approach somebody and prove to them that you're a genuine person and everything you're saying is really what you mean?
Martina, that's a great question that many of us actually ask, is how can we all be liked by everyone? This is something that we try to do often in our relationships, but most importantly, many of us actually do that in our professions, whether it's our bosses, our coworkers, or our customers. We want to be liked. Specifically for your question, what I'm going to stick with is our professional domain, where many of us want other people to like us. So why does this happen? Because most of us have been told by our families, society, our friends, teachers, that seeking approval and getting other people's yes or other people's liking is what we should seek, and that's where we should find our happiness. I talk about this in detail, in depth in the book Empower the Observer as well, where I go in more details about why is this conditioning the way it is. But to answer your question specifically about our profession, many of us have been told that when other people like us, when other people approve of us, only then we should be happy. So we condition ourselves to always seek approval from other people because we have other people's liking on our higher priority, and for some, it's the highest priority. And that's when we actually compromise our values. If you put your values on secondary priority or second priority, and other people's approval, other people's opinions, other people's liking on a higher or highest priority, obviously you will compromise your values and you will always go seek other people's approval because that's what you think should make you happy. To transform that is to become aware of your conditioning. Every time you are seeking approval, every time you're becoming unhappy because you don't get the approval from people, whether in your work or even in your relationships, if you become unhappy, you know that that's a conditioning of yours that is forcing you to be liked by other people. Only then you would be happy. So shifting your priority, shifting or making that change in the priority from getting approval from other people as the most important thing to your values being more important. That is what is a strategy that you can implement in order to transform this. Still, there's no guarantee that people are always going to like you. There are always going to be some people who will not like your authentic self. So you have to prioritize. You have to put a top priority list, asking yourself of the question that what is it that's most important for me? Is it my values or is it other people's approval, other people's liking? And once you identify your priority, you work your way from there, whether you seek approval or not, whether you put your values on the top priority or not. That is something that is going to be your decision.
If you'd like to submit a question or comment about personal improvement, click on iExcel series at kitgupta.com.